Good morning everyone. So let's glance the definitions of left hand limit, right hand limit and existence of a limit. So left hand limit means what you have to do, the formula was limit x tends to a minus is a denotation of left hand limit. F of x is equal to x becomes a minus h. That's all is the difference here. That is limit x tends to a. F of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h. Right hand limit definition is, or formula is, limit x tends to a plus f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h. That means in the place of x it becomes a plus h. Limit from x becomes h. Okay. Here existence of a limit point is nothing but if a left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, then we can say that the given limit exists. So let's get into the working rule of this. So here's a working rule. To find the LHL, what we have to do is first put x is equal to a minus h in f of x. Okay. In the given question, in the place of x, we are replacing it with a minus h. Then we are using the formula limit x tends to a minus f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h. After solving this, we will get a step where we have to take the limit of f of a minus h as h tends to 0. That means we will apply the limit h tends to 0 in this simplification. That's all. Okay. Likewise, right hand limit also, we will take x is equal to a plus h. This is the difference between left and right. Left is a minus h, right is a plus h in f of x, and the formula is this. Then we will implement the limit h tends to 0. Okay. Now let's get into some example problems. So here's your first problem. F of x is equal to x square minus 9 divided by x minus 3. Find x limit x tends to 3 f of x. That means we have to find both limit, right hand limit and left hand limit. Then only we can denote like this. Left hand limit will be minus, right hand limit will be plus. So both together only we can say whether the limit exists or not. Okay, let's see the problem. So to find the left hand limit, what we have to do? First we have to write, say x becomes a minus h. So what is x here? In the place of x it becomes a minus h. So here we have f of x is equal to x square minus 9 divided by x minus 3. So this becomes f of a minus h. So what does this become? We can write this as a minus h the whole cube minus 9 divided by a minus h minus 3. Okay. So now simplifying this, what do you get? Okay, we get in the place of a, what will you substitute? It is x tends to a, limit x tends to a is 3. Okay, so we can substitute this as x is equal to 3 minus h. So in the place of a, I am substituting 3 minus h the whole square divided by 3 minus h. So simplifying this is a minus b the whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab. This minus 9 I am retaining here. Then 3 minus h minus 3, plus 3 minus 3 gets cancelled, plus 9 minus 9 gets cancelled. So what is remaining? So we have h square minus 6h divided by minus h. You can take h common outside. So we have h into h minus 6 divided by minus h. So this and this gets cancelled. So now we'll put this into the formula. You can directly put the formula and apply this, or you can find it then apply. Both are fine. Okay. So we have limit x tends to 3. F of x is x square minus 9 divided by x minus 3 is equal to limit h tends to 0. Limit h tends to 0. You have what here now? H square minus 6 divided by minus 1. Sorry, h minus 6 divided by minus 1. So applying h, limit of h here, what do you get? 0 minus 6 divided by minus 1, that's nothing but minus 6 by minus 1, it's equal to 6 is your LHL. Okay, so or else directly you can apply the formula. This is limit f of x plus h, or sorry, f of a minus h. So here after finding the answer we have substituted. Instead directly you can put the formula and substitute also. Next problem we'll do that way. So which is easy for you, you can choose that. So to find RHL, what is the formula? In the place of x, we will replace it with a plus h, right? So here we have the question to be f of x is equal to x square minus 9 divided by x minus 3. So what will be f of a minus h? It will be in the place of x, you're substituting a. What is a here? You know it was limit x tends to 3. That means it was 3 plus h. Substituting in the place of x, a plus h, we have this. Yes, x square becomes a plus h the whole square. X becomes a plus h. Now, what is a? A we have it as 3. So 3 plus h the whole square divided by 3 plus h. Here it's minus 9 minus 3. So simplifying this, what do we get? It's a square plus b square plus 2ab minus 9 divided by 3 plus h minus 3 plus 3 minus 3 gets cancelled. So simplifying this, what do you get? 3 3s are 9 plus h square plus 6h minus 9 plus 9 minus 9 gets cancelled. So you're having h in the denominator. We have taking h common outside from these two terms. H plus 6 divided by h. So h and h gets cancelled. So you have h plus 6. Now using the formula, what is the formula? Limit x tends to a plus for RHL. F of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h. Yes. So substituting this, we have limit x tends to 3. What was the question? X square minus 9 divided by x minus 3 is equal to, now limit h tends to 0. What is f of a plus h? F of a plus h we found it to be h plus 6. So implementing the limit, we have 0 plus 6, that is nothing but 6. In the place of h we substituted 0. So now applying the limit, what did we get? 6. So right hand limit is 6, left hand limit was also 6. So the conclusion is limit, therefore limit x tends to 3 minus x square minus 9 by x minus 3 is equal to limit x tends to 3 plus x square minus 9 divided by x minus 3 is equal to 6. That means the limit exists. That means limit x tends to 3, x square minus 9 by x minus 3 is equal to 6. When LHL is equal to RHL, then we can say the limit exists and we can say the limit is equal to the number 6 in this case. Okay. Next problem, find the limit of f of x is equal to x square minus 16 divided by x minus 4 as x tends to 4. So what is our first aim to find? Find our LHL. So how to find the LHL? We have the formula. Yes, x tends to a minus h. That means x becomes a minus h. What is a here? It is x is tending to 4. That means it is 4 minus h. So what is the formula for LHL? Limit x tends to a minus f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h. So substituting all these things here, we get limit x tends to 4 minus, what is f of x? X square minus 16 divided by x minus 4 is equal to limit h tends to 0. What is f of a minus h? In the place of x you are putting a minus h, that is 4 minus h the whole square minus 16 divided by 4 minus h minus 4. So now simplifying, we get limit h tends to 0. We have, this is a minus b the whole square formula, a square minus 2ab plus b square minus 16 divided by plus 4 minus 4 gets cancelled, you have minus h. So you'll be having limit h tends to 0, 16 minus 4 to the 8h plus h square minus 16 divided by minus h plus 16 minus 16 gets cancelled and you're remaining with limit h tends to 0. Here if I take h common outside, minus h common outside, what do you have? We have 8 minus h divided by minus h. Now minus h and minus h gets cancelled and you'll be remaining with limit h tends to 0 8 minus h. Now implement this h limit into this, then we'll have 8 minus, in the place of h is 0, that's nothing but 8. So we got the LHL is equal to 8, right? Now to find the RHL, what do you have? We have x will be equal to a plus h. What is a in this question? It is 4 plus h. And what is the formula for RHL? Limit x tends to a plus f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h. Now substitute, we get limit x tends to a plus x square minus 16 divided by x minus 4 is equal to limit h tends to 0. In the place of x we are substituting with 4 plus h the whole square minus 16 divided by 4 plus h minus 4. So what do we have? Limit h tends to 0. We have 4 square is 16 plus 8h plus h square, it is a plus b the whole square formula, minus 16 divided by 4 plus h minus 4 plus 4 minus 4 plus 16 minus 16 gets cancelled, and you are remaining with limit h tends to 0. Taking h common outside, what do you get? 8 plus h divided by h. H and h gets cancelled. You have limit h tends to 0, 8 plus h. Now implement the limit inside. So substituting the limit inside, you will get 8 plus 0 is equal to 8. So your RHL also is equal to 8. Our conclusion is limit LHL RHL is equal to 8. That means the limit exists. The limit value is 8. Therefore, the limit exists. You have to write the sentence. This is important. Okay. Okay, let's see a problem. F of x is equal to 1 plus x square. Okay, when you have to take f of x is equal to 1 plus x square is when the x is between 0 and 1 or equal to 0 equal to 1. Okay, that is 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. If you have to take the value or the function of f of x to be 2 minus x when x value is greater than 1. So we have to find the limit of this function at x is equal to 1. So we have to find LHL. To find LHL, what do you have? We have the formula x is equal to a minus h. So what is a? A is this. Okay, at which x is equal to. So that is 1 minus h. So our formula is limit x tends to a minus f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h. So now substituting the values here according to the question, we have a is 1, so it is 1 minus. What do you mean by this 1 minus and 1 plus? If you are taking a number line, if this is 1, okay, if this is 1, 1 minus is nothing but the values this side. Okay, 1 minus. 1 plus is the values above 1. Below 1, above 1. You have to understand that way. Okay. So now we have a limit x tends to 1 minus. Our question was, okay, f of x we will choose accordingly. 1 minus, that means it is less than, x is less than 1. So x is less than 1, which condition is satisfied? This. That means your f of x value will be 1 plus x square. Okay, so now here f of x we chose it to be according to this condition 1 plus x square. That means here it is below 1, value is below 1 x value. That means this has to be taken, this function we will take and write limit 1 x tends to 1 minus, the function was 1 plus x square is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h. That means in the place of x we are substituting with 1 minus h. We have it substituted here. So we have limit h tends to 0. Simplify this, what do we get? 1 plus a minus b the whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab, 1 into 2 is 2h, right? So here we have limit h tends to 0, 1 plus 1 is 2 plus h square minus 2h. Yes, Now simplify this by substituting the limit. You get 2 plus 0 plus 0, that is nothing but your limit is 2. LHL is 2. Now to find RHL, we have x is equal to a plus h, that is nothing but 1 plus h, right? Now write the formula. So the formula is limit x tends to a plus f of x. It is nothing but limit x tends to 1 plus, that is above 1. X value is above 1. That means x is greater than 1. So your function will be 2 minus x. So we have f of x to be 2 minus x is equal to limit h tends to 0. In the place of x, what are you going to write? 1 plus h. So 2 minus 1 plus h. So we get limit h tends to 0. 2 minus 1 plus h, that is nothing but 2 minus 1 is 1. So we have 1 plus h here, right? So substituting the limit h is equal to 0, you have 1 plus 0. That is nothing but 1. So what is your RHL value? RHL value is 1. So does the limit exist? No, right? LHL is not equal to, LHL value is not equal to RHL value. That means limit does not exist. Let's see one more problem. Show that limit x tends to 0, e to the power of 1 by x divided by e to the power of 1 by x plus 1 does not exist. That means we have to show the limit does not exist. So let's find what is LHL. So what is LHL? So in the place of x, we will write a minus h, that is a is 0, x tends to 0. That means 0 minus h will be minus h. Now formula, according to the formula of LHL, we have x tends to 0 minus e to the power of 1 by x divided by e to the power of 1 by x plus 1. So if you observe properly the question, we can rewrite the question like this, right? Limit x tends to 0, limit x tends to 0, e to the power of 1 by x divided by, if I take e to the power of 1 by x common outside, what do I get? 1 plus 1 divided by e to the power of 1 by x. If I bring this e to the power of 1 by x to the numerator, it becomes x tends to 0, e to the power of 1 by x. This and this gets cancelled actually. So we can write this to be 1 divided by 1 plus e to the power of minus 1 by x. I am bringing this to the numerator. Okay. So we have this. We can replace this question to be in this way. So we can write this as limit x tends to 0 minus 1 by 1 plus e to the power of minus 1 by x. Okay. So now what are we supposed to do? We have to apply the formula, that is limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h, that is in the place of x you are substituting minus h here, right? 1 by 1 plus e to the power of minus 1 by minus h. So that becomes limit h tends to 0 1 by 1 plus e to the power of 1 by h. Okay, so now substitute the limit inside. You have 1 by 1 plus e to the power of 1 by 0 is not defined. So we'll take it to be infinity. So e to the power of infinity is infinity. So that means we get 1 by 1 plus infinity. So we get it to be 1 by infinity. What is 1 by infinity? 0. So now to find RHL, we have x is equal to a plus h, that is 0 plus h is equal to h. So we have limit x tends to 0 plus, what do you have the question? 1 by 1 plus e to the power of minus 1 by x. So is equal to, we have limit h tends to 0 1 by 1 plus e to the power of, in the place of x we have h, 1 by h. So we have h to be 0 here. Simplify that in this, that is substituting the limit, we have 1 plus e to the power of minus 1 by 0. What is 1 by 0? It is infinity. So 1 plus e to the power of infinity. And what is e to the power of infinity? It is infinity. So 1 plus infinity. Sorry, this is minus infinity. e to the power of 1 by 0. 1 by 0 is infinity. So this minus is retaining here. So what is e to the power of minus infinity? E to the power of minus infinity is 0. So 1 by 1 plus 0 is 1 by 1. That's nothing but 1. So compare the LHL and RHL. What is LHL? LHL is 0 and RHL is 1. That means LHL is not equal to RHL. Therefore, the limit does not exist. Thank you.